Hello and welcome back to Thronebreaker. We are going to deal with these darn cows. That we are. I think I have figured out a way to do so. Since the last time I attempted this. So what I've decided that I think needs to happen is like the original thing that I did where I swapped these two and let this guy just go 1, 2, 3. I think that's completely fine. This guy, and I was trying to set up a thing where, like, you know, one cow would go across one way and the other would go across the other way, and like, so the one would be eating these guys and the other one would be like eating the corpses. And I think that was overly complicating things. So I'm gonna try to do is like let this guy do the thing over here, and then this guy, like, basically the problem is right now this guy has 3 different things that he can eat, and this guy only has 2, and we need him to have 3 because there's not enough like points to get these 2 enough to do enough damage to him. That was demonstrated like the first couple times I tried this, where I didn't, you know, let them eat any of the scythmen. So if I let this guy eat 1 scytheman, then there's 3 of them. So the first move is to switch these 2. And this maximizes the amount of time that the corpses are out on the field. Okay. So now we need to do 2 things. We need to switch this guy, but we don't need to do it yet. So we can poison this, do some more damage to this guy. Alright. Now we need to switch these 2. And that'll finish off this guy. This guy will go down to 3. This guy's at 2, so he'll be at 3 when we switch him over. And that is that with only one of the poison cards used. Okay. So either that was surprisingly hard or I'm stupid. Or maybe both. I don't know. I suppose there's no particular reason that I can't be stupid even if the puzzle was hard. My queen, this pit is full of bodies. Locals claim they were murdered by Nilfgaardian forces, killed because they sought to join your army. Yeah, we'll bury them. As we did last time. As we would do every time. Alright, so having done that, so we've got this question mark, some path up here, and then this battle over here. This battle over here, it was suggested there was some kind of hint about like a back way in here. I'm not really seeing much that's leading to that, but I'll go up maybe this far and then swing back around if I haven't run into anything.
Broadhead now loomed before Meve and her force. Once famous for its glowing forges and clanking manufactories, the city now stood silent. Why, you might ask? Because Mahakam. Decades past, it had opened its gates to human merchants and dwarven arms, exquisitely crafted and not nearly as dear as those made by man. The caravans had simply stopped coming to Broadhead. When its black-clad garrison spotted the Lyrians approaching, they'd hastily fled, left the city's gates open wide. Yet, they did not leave empty-handed. Their convoy comprising at least a dozen wagons loaded ostensibly to the hilt.
With what might they have fled?
With something damn heavy,
replied Gascon, squinting his eyes.
Look at this. 2 horses to pull each wagon, and the wheels cut deep into the road.
Get
What
'em.
they've taken from my city,
Began the Queen.
they've taken from me. And I will have it back. Follow me!
Meve spurred her horse and galloped off in pursuit of the fleeing caravan. When the Blackclads realized they had no hope of escape, they planted pikes and feet, bracing for the assault.
It's gonna be something worthless. Well, either that or like people, but probably not people, because people aren't actually like that heavy, all things considered, because you can't like pack them in as tightly as you can like metal or something. But yeah, I'm betting, you know, it's gonna be like, yeah, every other time something like this has happened, it hasn't been anything super valuable. So, in pursuit of Nilfgaardians, Meve felt a pounding blow. A Nilfgaardian arrow had struck her breastplate. Fortunately, the plate proved sturdy, shattering the missile on impact and leaving the queen unharmed. Yet if the archer's aim had been true, if the arrow had struck a few inches higher, Meve broke into a cold sweat. It's true the war neared its end, but only constant vigilance could ensure her own would not be premature. Constant vigilance. Alright, what do we got? One of those champions. These dudes. Righty. There's too many drummers. Wait, was this a shortened battle? Crap! Why do I never pay attention? I think it was not. Okay, 2 adepts, 2 drummers. It's a little early for blacksmith. An arbalist. Could be nice. Let's look at a bomber. Reynard's a good card to have. Yeah, this looks fine.
Stop! Whatever you carry belongs to me!
They gained ground! Dal Seifel!
Okay, so we gotta burninate these guys. I guess we'll burninate the back row first because it's got the Arbalest.
I smell a leak.
Oh, it is a shortened battle. Alright, fine. Well, that'll make it easier. Ow! Oh, that's bad news. Wow. Come on. How did he do that much damage? He was had 11 health, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then yeah, I guess that thing just does a crap. Damn. All right. Well, I can let the adepts. I can play the adepts while I try to kill this guy, and then I can try to use drummers to summon another one, I guess. Although that'll pump this guy up, unfortunately. Not a whole lot I can do about that.
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
Order!
It's so obnoxious. So obnoxious.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
Down he goes. Okay, so this guy's gonna come out with like 6 damage. And these guys also do damage. Ugh. Man, I really regret losing that burner. That was a huge swing. I mean, I guess it's okay if the drummer dies, as long as whatever he pulls is good.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Life is mine now.
Oh, never mind. He's got his... Oh, man! Oh, boy. Okay, well, now they can't actually do enough damage. I think.
Left, right, left, right.
Oh, wait, no, I'm totally wrong. They can. They absolutely can. I mean, not off of this, but they can off of the... Oh my gosh. Ugh. This is super freaking obnoxious, actually. I guess I could... I mean, if I decoy this guy, they're just gonna gain more charges. I gotta just hope for the best here. And we pulled Isbell. Okay, that's a forfeit.
It's not too late to walk away.
That was about as... bad of a sequence of events as I could have sustained, really. Alright, so it's a one-time thing. So, I still only want one of these 3 adepts. It's probably overkill for a 1 round. Alright, we got bomber, so we can blacksmith or decoy the bomber. But I probably need to lead with, well, how do I even get the bomber down safely? I might need to decoy one of the drummers. Or not decoy, redraw. So I've got 2 bombers. Like, maybe that's what I want to do. It's just not worry about using decoy on bombers. In which case the blacksmith is less relevant, so let's redraw him. Isbell should be pretty good if she can live. But I'd rather pull her later. You can
Stop!
get... No.
Whatever
See if we can
belongs to
get
me.
Reynard, but...
They gain ground! Don't safel!
Okay, so yeah, let's,
You mad? Don't shake that!
that fire going. He'll probably die, but... That's potentially okay. So I should play in the back row because these guys are going to want me not to move the banner.
This could hurt.
Let's do that. Get out of here.
Wise choice.
Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, so now... What's the best way for us to remove this guy? I mean, I can try to slow play it with the adepts. I think that's fine. They haven't played any of the stuff that just auto-powers up yet, so...
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
Right, do I want to put in more drummers? I don't have Reynard, but... maybe I go 2 drummers, 2 arbalists. Also, powering up the drummers makes them safer to that damage.
Boots have got sand and plenty in them.
And arbalist.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
He's gonna kill my guy, but that's fine. Okay, so... Is it time to drop a drummer? I think it is time to drop a drummer, yeah.
Left, right, left, right.
Oh, I could also potentially use the cadaverine. Something to think about. Ideally, I'd get a little bit more damage onto this other cavalry.
Order!
So if I... And I could decoy this guy just to buy time. And that way, like, potentially play this guy, shoot him, and then cadaverine these three, or potentially this guy if this guy dies in the meantime. I mean, I guess for that matter, I could just decoy... Well, they're gonna have enough shots to kill this guy if I don't use it now. So yeah, I think I decoy him. Okay, but one of them's down. Alright, yeah, I think I just fire
Arbalista, your
this
command.
one. They're gonna obliterate this guy, obviously. Oh, come on. Actually, this guy might be able to get to 6, 7, 9. You know, you can do a lot of damage to him outright. What a fool. Alright, so we can remove 2 of the Arbalests and... yeah, I'd go for that. Arbalest, and all the dude. Get out of here.
Life is mine now.
Dang it! Not more of those dudes. Alright, let's play the
Again
drummer.
and again and
Need to save this guy for last so that I have time to use the second drummer. Oh no. You get so many charges off these Magni division guys. Oh, come on. So much lag. Oof. Okay. So there's only one of these guys down. Actually, I guess I might as well let him burn a little bit more.
Armor's a waste of time for one like me.
Yeah, if only Neve had strength 2 instead of strength 1 Sea Hill. Oh well. Alright, let's pull with this guy first. Or actually, I should play this guy. Oh, that's... no, he because he doesn't have Zeal. Eh. Doesn't actually matter whether I play him or not. Alright, so pull with this guy first. Arbalest.
Armor won't say.
And take him out. I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Discipline shall bring us victory.
We got Reynard, which is amazing. Arnholf.
Blood washes
Sadly,
away all
can't do
fear.
anything. Oh, we can buy ourselves another turn here.
Necessity! Invention's mum!
Or do I want to use the Cadaverine? Cadaverine's a lot of damage. But probably not as much damage as this thing can do if I get to use it over and over and over. So, what do I want to decoy? An Arbalist, clearly. Alright. Okay, so now we can set up some kills for me. 3 damage to you. 3 damage to you. 1 damage to, you. Oh, and Arnulf can do 10 damage? Alright, let's just... I guess we want to be hitting non-armor damage. Or with... So, oop, there you go. Alright, now we can do... Let's not do overkill damage, I guess. So we got 3 damage. He's gonna go like 2, 3. Now let's do like 3 to you. 2 to you and 1 to you. I don't know. Alright. Oh, Herbalist.
Watch your heads!
Oh, okay.
As you wish, my lady.
And attack. I guess I've already won. Hadn't noticed. But let's see if we can wipe the board. Arbalist.
1 boat's all I need.
And draw.
Left, right, left, right.
Let's go ahead and play
Give me
you.
a time.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about my ability to win this. Or to wipe their board, rather. Oh, Isbel.
It's not
You're
too
too
late
late.
to walk away.
No, it is too late, Isbel. You can't do anything now.
Again.
Too many drummers.
Again.
That's okay.
Again.
I think we got him.
Enough! I refuse to die for these scraps!
Me personally, and none too gently, shackled the Nilfgaardian commander, a young nobleman with a precisely trimmed moustache. Like many noble Imperials, he spoke fluent common.
The wagons. What's in them, Captain?
Scrap, Your Majesty.
The Imperial promptly replied. Noting the Queen's confusion, he elaborated.
To be melted down and recast into arrowheads and spear tips. Our engineers originally planned to use the foundries in Broadhead, yet these proved too primitive. We were ordered to remove the scrap, take it elsewhere.
Any pride from the victory vanished in an instant, and Meve swelled with anger, but also with shame. The shame came from realizing that to the invader, her realm was naught more than a weak, underdeveloped backwater. Meve slammed the chest she'd opened shut.
Blast it. Back to Broadhead. Let's ride.
Crumbling walls, shattered windows, rotted wood. Broadhead was bleak, a dull shadow of its former self. As the Lyrians entered, the somber townsfolk glared at the arrivals and uttered not a word. That is, until they saw Willem and began to hiss and growl. Meve resolved to address the crowd.
Folk of Broadhead, you're free at last. The Nilfgaardian occupation is done.
Aye, and a new one starts now.
Are you mad, man? Don't you recognize our banners? The Lyrian army stands before you.
Oh, I recognise banners. Served neath them as a sergeant 15 long years. And then I came back to my hometown. Know what I found? Hardship and squalor, your grace. All had gone to shite. On account of damn dwarves. Been flooding Rivia with their metal goods for years now. Us smiths don't so much as light their pipes in their foundries no more. You call yourselves the Lyrian army. Colours and banners confirm it. Well, what about your arms? Weren't forged in us fires, but in Mahakams, by us worst foes. Hell, I even see some at knobheads in your ranks. And right behind, Prince Willem, who bent a knee to blackclads not long past. So what freedom's it you're giving us, your grace? Freedom to beg in common, not in Nilfgaard's mongrel tongue?
Beg? What are you on about, man?
There's no levy on goods from Mahakam. But without it, us workshops don't stand a chance. And ye, your grace, you wear their armour, bear their arms, and bring bearded bastards to our doorstep.
Alright. Well, I'm not gonna flog him.
The dwarves are faithful allies. They help us because...
'Cause they've got something to gain. Simple as that.
Enough. Silence. Consider yourself lucky you've a merciful queen. I'd have had your head off by now. Move along.
The time came to leave Broadhead, so Meve summoned her advisors, eager to hear their counsel. They put forth ideas, many of merit, but the Queen would decide the city's future.
Okay, sure. I mean, whatever.
Meve knew she couldn't abandon the folk of Broadhead, leave them embittered, unsure of how to go on.
The time's come to bring hammer down on anvil again. Take this gold, and show the North the value of Broadhead steel.
Even with the Queen's support, the craftsmen could not compete. The dwarves of Mahakam, the goods from their foundries, stifled the city's workshops in but a few months. Meve had gambled much, but gained naught in return.
Okay, well, I mean, well then what's she supposed to do? I mean, like, you guys need to do a little bit of research into comparative advantage, I think. Surely there's something you can do that the dwarves can't do. Like, I don't know, is there a lot of lumber in Mahakam, or farming? I don't know.
Our last workshop's gone to shite, your majesty. How are we to live? To earn? To eat? Well, how? You must raise tariff on Mahakam and goods. Enough to stifle dwarves. Make trade not worth their while.
No, that's not how you do it. Mercantilism isn't the way.
Our last workshop's gone to shite, your majesty. How are we to live? To earn? To eat? Well...
Milady, do you see those townsfolk? The Rivian gold thieves whom you protected from the dwarves in Mahakam. They wish to repay you for the grace you showed them in their time of need. They offer a share of their spoils from the mountains. Will you accept it? Rivian gold thieves. I don't remember this, but I mean, I don't need either of these things. But I guess I'll take that. I have max morale anyway, even though I don't need gold. Maybe I'll manage to find a way to spend a crap ton of gold before the end. Probably not, but maybe. It's gotta be one of those treasure chests around here somewhere, right? This seems like one of the places. Oh, guess not. Okay.
The wind howls like a ghastly apparition.
Oh, but there's one like right around here. Let's see. Oh, maybe not. There's this tower, but no wagon. So I don't need to use that. Okay, so whatever that back way was that they were talking about, or that hideout that they needed to secure for this thing, I haven't found it. So I guess I'm just gonna pop over here and head into this fight. Night Watch. Sergeant Wyndolin Ifir of the 6th Geso Infantry Regiment was impatient to finish his duty on watch. He first planned to empty his bladder. He then wished to empty his bottle of Temerian hooch hidden under his bunk. Unfortunately, he hadn't the time to fulfill either desire. Upon seeing the torches of the approaching Lyrian force, he sounded the alarm. Standard battle, another Nilfgaardian champion. And those guys are super freaking annoying. Alright, this time having 3 adepts in hand I think is pretty good. Probably don't want 2 bombers in hand though. Yeah, 1 arbalest, 1 drummer. Looks pretty okay. Now we can just play 3 adepts and pass. Oh, I have to go first. Wanna?
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
Yeah, let's get some more arbalists going.
101, 102, 103.
As you wish, my lady.
And for safety, probably some more drummers.
$152, $154.
And
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
let's go ahead and get some more arbalists again.
Scrubbing duty again? Oh, gods.
And we're done. Ha! You only got one of them to resilience. Fool! Got Reynard. It's good. It is good. Alright. Get this arbalest out of here. We got 2 bombers. I like that. 2 bombers each round. Yeah. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Well, hold on. Let's do another Oh, yeah. I did finally figure out something that I should have figured out a long time ago, which is that the way the mulligans work is you have 6 mulligans total for the game, so if you if you save your mulligans, you can use them in later rounds. It took me a really long time to figure that out. Thought I would mention it. I didn't mention it at the time I figured it out. Anyway,
You mad? Don't say that!
This meanie old arbalist.
Life is mine now.
Alright, now that they spent a bunch of damage on that guy, I think, well, of course, if I have decoy, yeah, never mind. Actually, it's fine. I'll just burn an 8 row with this guy.
This could hurt.
I was gonna say I was gonna decoy him back, but I realized, like, if I pull another one this round, I can just decoy that one, so it's not a big deal.
Get on Fane!
Not a big deal. Alright, so this is looking like it might be Arnulf time.
The Morrow drink with our forefathers!
Yeah, let's do it. Well, maybe it wasn't quite Arnulf time, but that's okay. I guess I could put this thing down, and I can use just massive quantities of dudes to win the next round. So I can win this round by maybe swinging once or twice with me next turn, and then I can decoy somebody. That seems pretty good. Actually, let's do this first. And 3, and 2, and 1, and yeah. We do want to kill this thing because it has resilience. We have to play a card this turn anyway, so. Oh, I don't have Reynard. Oh no, mistakes. What am I thinking? Wow. It's okay. That's okay. I wasted a seal charge, but it's okay. Alright, would I rather have Arnulf or this thing? I think I'd rather have this thing, actually. It's a little bit more flexible. So, let's get that back. They'll burn, and then they'll burn again, and we'll pass. Win the round. There's one fire dude. That's good. See if we can get the other one. Yep. Alright. Let's look at another Arbalest. As well. Okay, that's good. I'd rather not have to pull her. Do I just put down the fire now? I see no particular reason. Well, maybe I put down the ballista. Oh, he's gonna use his thing now, so yeah, let's put down the fire.
Watch your heads!
Fire, fire, fire. Everyone likes fire. Oh, I don't know why I was afraid of his ability when he has nothing on the board. That was silly.
Catch!
But still, we get the fire down. We want to get the fire down. It's good stuff.
Of course, as you wish, master.
Alright, yeah, now let's get this guy down.
That was not in the spellbooks.
Oh, that's where the thunderbolts are coming from, is these guys. I've never really thought about that. I'd never really noticed that the enemies don't have trinkets at all, so when they play the Thunderbolt, it's just like, oh, okay, sure, a spell. But they actually just, like, generally don't have spells. Interesting. Okay, so I guess we're gonna play a drummer.
Left, right,
and then we're
left,
gonna go
right.
after this guy. I mean, these guys aren't scary at all. This guy could be... After the drummer and not the ballista. That's nice of him. Okay, so might as well do this. Bang, bang, boom. Guess we'll move this guy up here. This guy here.
Again and again and again.
And do I want to summon something? Okay, I guess I might as well. Not really any reason not to. Marvelous. Let's put this drummer back here.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Hey.
Scheiß in
Alright, so... Oh, I can't... Oh, actually, I can. 3, 2, 1. Alright. Let's do you. Arbalest. Arbalest.
Give me a time. Arbalest at your command.
And I might as well fire. I mean, I'll get more random damage, but if I don't fire at this guy, they've got nobody to shoot, so that's more important. Alright, now, drummer.
Left, right, left, right.
And we might as well have Reynard go down. Or, well, if we want Isabel to do a thing, I guess we'll...
It's not too late to walk away.
And finish this guy off. Nice. Right. Arbalists.
Armor once.
More damage than I need. So, what, do I want to decoy something? I can decoy an Arbalist. As always, or I could just play Reynard now. Let's decoy an Arbalist.
Hey, don't toss that. It's perfectly usable.
Off to the front yet again.
Oh, don't hit Isabel, that's mean.
One bullet's all I need.
Alright, I guess now I might as well play Reynard, because I want him down more than I want. Well, or do I? Oh, no, I just played this guy. What am I talking about?
Are we here?
Alright.
Company! Forward march!
Scheiß in Zwei!
got so much damage left. So much damage left that I don't need to use.
Off to the front yet again.
Alrighty. What? Oh. So, guess we'll pop back over here. Why can't I tear down this banner? It's kind of offensive. There's not like a map that's based on that position. No. Let's see. This kind of looks like that one map, but I think it's a little too spread out. Yeah. Oh no, I just wasted my teleport. Right back to where I already was. I think I checked this one too. Yeah, this is the one that is not, in fact, by a cart. This one's a puzzle. Workforce. Once General Ebdahi seized Rivia, he ordered an immediate census of the conquered population. At first, many thought the Nilfgaardians had planned to raise taxes, but the truth was in fact much worse. Before long, villages and settlements were visited by slave drivers. There was no hiding from them. They knew of every soul living there. Eliminate the slave drivers. Do not let any unit die. Use your leader's ability. Does that mean I can't let them... Oh, these are slaves, even though they... What? It doesn't look like a slave, but unless these are supposed to be the slaves, not this guy, even though this picture normally means that guy, but whatever. Alright, Hajduk, give one charge to the card on the right. Damage by slave driver, damage the lowest enemy by 1. Unit's power is higher than slave drivers, transform slave driver into a corpse. Okay. Mark a unit after 3 turns. On turn start, switch its power with this unit's power. Every turn, damage the slave in front of this unit by 1. Set a unit's power equal to the unit to its left. Boost this unit by 5. What's my ability? Boost an ally by 4, and then give it 1 armor, then trigger all allies' loyal abilities. And charge the card on the right. So that's for the alchemists. So this guy needs to soak up the damage coming out of these guys. And then these guys are immune, so we can't target them with the alchemist stuff. I don't know if the horse thief can do that. But like if I... Set equal, set equal, set equal. Maybe I just... need to... don't understand. I mean, if... How do I increase these guys' power? I do it by having the horse thief have more power, but, like, how does that ever happen? Well, it happens if I set this guy equal to this guy, but at that point he's already been deployed. Very...
Should have listened to the old lady.
Can't say that I quite understand. Oh, he didn't get much armor. Oh, he only gets 1 armor? Okay. It's just a deploy ability. Caldwell's in here. What? This guy.
See if he's hid any coin in his pockets. Or his owns.
Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay.
You might have got away had you not been hauling so damn much.
Yeah. So he's... Yeah, okay. Alright, so now... we tell the alchemist...
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
Oh, to its left. Oops. I'm an idiot. I was thinking to its right. Oh, that actually just completely ruins it. So let's just restart. Okay, so, yeah. You...
should have listened to the old lady.
Get boosted. You go there.
The mist's gonna pass me those lovely earrings. Or do I tear them off myself?
At least I marked the right one. 'Cause then I, you know... Anyway. Okay.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Alright, now they're just gonna kill the alchemist. Or beat on the alchemist, at least. Alright. And now we give... I guess we can boost this guy. Just to increase the amount of damage he can take.
Greetings. What is it?
Okay, so then we want going to this. And we want to give card
Left, right, left. What now?
Oh, to the card on the right. Oh, darn, I thought... I can't read! Is that... Well, let's see what happens, I guess. Okay, it's actually fine.
Not going into the fray already, are we?
Oh, no, it's not fine, because it does that. Oops! I are smart.
Willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Alright, to the left.
See if he's hid any coin in his pockets. Or his own.
Greetings. What is it?
And...
Not going into the fray already, are we?
This doesn't actually matter. What I do with this longsword, but... Right, so we do you, and
Of course I'll manage. I trade a full week.
okay. Can't talk to any of them. Oh well. So at this point, we're almost at the end of the episode, and we're also almost ready to hit the final battle. So I'm gonna...
When Meve saw Reynard's usually stoic visage rent by a half-moon grin, she knew he brought particularly good news.
Your Grace, our toil has borne fruit. The liberated towns of Rivia have hired an outfit of mercenaries conveyed to your command, along with wishes for a speedy victory.
Meve cast an eye over the long column of hired soldiers, taking in their top-notch arms and battle-hardened faces. Her gaze lingered longer on their banners, surprised to see some bearing the Caldwell crest, suggesting Dragomir had proven worthy of the trust she had extended him.
With support like this to bolster our ranks, our way grows easier,
said the Queen with a smile.
Send the townsmen a letter. Say their queen thanks them for their devotion to the realm, and when the time comes, she shall reward them fittingly.
Well, that's nice. Why, back across the bridge there. Oh, there's a ravine across there. Okay, oh, this. There is surely a digging spot right around here, yes? No. Dang. When shall I ever find it? For them, I should say, since there's two. Your Majesty, the priestess who cares for this temple has in her possession a fragment of a magical object. It could prove useful to us, yet she refuses to part with it, no matter the generosity of our offer. What shall we do? Wait. Yay, we got Dragon Stream, whatever that is. After 5 turns, on turn end, destroy 3 random enemies. Eh. 5 turns is a lot. Like, if it wasn't 5 turns, it was like 3 turns, like essentially 1 enemy per turn, then you could like play it. You know, you could potentially win the first round, be like, play that, play adept, boom, the big guys get destroyed, and like maybe you win the round, and that'd be nice. But 5 turns? It's too many turns. Too many turns. Yeah, I don't think so.
Rivia Castle. Seems our journey nears its end.
That end could yet prove tragic. We've daunting tasks ahead. Pride. It's all I ever felt pondering those walls. Yet now, to behold them from below, I truly do wish we hadn't built them so tall.
Huh. Okay, well, I am going to send scouts. Huh. Missed a couple of pickups. Alright, so I'm going to cut the recording here and try to find the maps, like the treasure maps off screen, and then I'll add that footage back in when I find them. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I think I'd like to get that stuff into this episode versus putting it into a different episode, just because I'd like the last episode to just be, here comes the final battle, roar! So yeah, I'll try to do that. So I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I found the first one. I thought I had already checked here, but so we got like these 2 towers, and then this rock outcropping right here, which matches these 2 towers and this rock outcropping here. I thought I had checked here before, but maybe I didn't check in the exact enough spot or something. Anyway, there we go. Off to find the next one. Okay, so I haven't actually found the thing, I guess, but I wanted to show this off because it's weird. So, here's the map. You got this tower with a banner, you got this overturned wagon, you got this little, whatever this is, you know, X on the road, here's like a circular path, here's a fence, here's like a little barricade thing. Now, if this isn't the same, it's awfully similar, right? You've got the tower, you got the banner, you got the wagon, you got the little thing, there's like a tree down here, there's a path, and yet, it does not, you know, you can see the X is right here, it does not appear to be the place, but like, man, that is really weird. So, I don't know what's up with that. And here we are. So, tell me that doesn't look the same as the other thing. Tell me they didn't reuse assets over that they used over here. I mean, there's nothing wrong with reusing assets, don't get me wrong. But, if you're gonna create like a hunt, you know, a puzzle where you're hunting based on specific geographic clues, then I think it's important to put some specific distinguishing features that make it distinctly and notably different from any other instance. I mean, there are some subtle differences, like this tree was not at the other location. But like, man, I don't know. Even actually the banner is gone. So, not a big fan of that. I mean, for the most part, I'm not really a big fan of, how do you go with Bellhaven? Okay, was that the Witcher that didn't actually join me? I think so. I'm not a big fan of, like, this, like, treasure map thing in general, just because, like, maybe just because the rewards aren't that interesting. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so we're going to... We got all this stuff. There is a shrine over here, but I have max morale anyway, so that doesn't really matter. We're going to go over here, we're going to confirm that it's the point of no return, and then we're going to cut the episode. Yeah, point of no return. So we're going to turn back for now and cut the episode here. And then I will be back next episode to hopefully finish the game. So I'll see you then for that. Thanks for watching.